In this video, I'm going to talk about entrepreneur morning routines that help you create multi-million-pound businesses. Coming right up. My name is John Lee, and my channel is all about entrepreneur techniques and strategies, and also to grow businesses, creating multiple streams of income. If this is the first time you come across me, hit the subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you don't miss out on other new content that I'll be creating for you. So one of the first things that I use every single day is I always go for a walk. So if you look at like Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, all the multi-billionaires, one thing they used to do on a consistent basis, go for a walk. Now, I was a bit skeptical about this, so I decided to try this myself. And I can tell you, especially during the whole craziness that's happened, we were allowed out to do some exercise, and I went for a walk. And I started with just like a 10-minute walk, 15-minute walk, then a 1-hour walk, and now a 2-hour walk. And on average, I average around 5 miles every day walking. Sometimes I go for a run. But the reason why walking is so good is because it gets you out of that zone. Meaning, a lot of people are working in the business, not working on that business. So when we walk, what happens is it puts our mind into a different frequency, and now it allows our brain to think. How many times have you been in the shower or the toilet, or you've been on a plane, and you've been trying to overcome something, but then you get this sort of like aha moment. You go, oh, that's where the answer is. So the problem is when we're stuck in it, we can't see the woods through the trees. And this is why this is so important to, especially when it comes to entrepreneurship. And this like clarity is key. If you can't think clearly, then it's really, really hard to start focusing on what you want to do. So going for a walk, and also it allows you to catch up with, so for example, I do a lot of voice messages. Like when I'm walking, I'll do a lot, that's why a lot of my meetings, like multi-million-pound deals, are done during my walks. So I'll be like walking, and I'll listen to some music, and then I'm sitting, because I live near nature, you see, so I'm walking in nature. By the way, try and walk in nature if you can, or by water. It just seems to make you a little bit more relaxed. And so I'm just doing voice messages, I'm walking. So I've probably sent like maybe 100 voice messages during my 5-mile walk, and I get a lot of stuff done. Again, it allows you to think clear. When you're walking and talking on the go, you have a different frequency. So try out some walks, and you'll be able to think like an entrepreneur. Okay, the second thing I do on a consistent basis, and I hear a lot of people talking about this, especially multi-billionaires, they really focus on their health, right? Because if you look at the word wealth, change the W to a H, it spells health. I truly believe that health is wealth and wealth is health. Do you agree with that? If you agree with that, type in yes below. I know this is a video, but if you can try and interact with me, that would be great. So I look at a lot of these successful entrepreneurs, they always think about their health and their routines, and this is exactly what I do. I always focus on like juicing. Juicing is really, really good. Why juicing? And by the way, not a smoothie. A lot of people make a mistake having a smoothie. So one of my health coaches, Skip Archimedes, the guy is a genius, very good friend of mine, also one of my students when it comes to business, but he's my mentor when it comes to juicing and health and living in a different frequency. And he said, well, the reason why you want to juice is it's for energy. It's all about energy. So a lot of entrepreneurs, they go through a lot of trials and tribulations. You need to have a lot of energy. So when you drink juice, you take out all the fiber, you put that juice straight into your body. First of all, the particles get into all the cells, and then it gives you a lot more energy. All right? That's why I have a lot of energy. People say, John, you got so much energy. That's because I juice. And also a part of that as well, it makes you lose weight. So if you've seen any of my previous earlier videos, I was a little bit like this, but I can tell you by juicing, and again, another good friend of mine, Mark Leung, he's based out in Singapore. He's got some amazing recipes when it comes to juicing and losing weight. He's helped a lot of his clients. So if you want to do it to lose weight and feel better, then that's another thing you can do, because with more energy, it means we can work longer hours, means we can, well, I'm not suggesting you do, but sometimes you want to stay focused. Sometimes the mind's foggy. Like we try and do something, there's distractions. We're always like, oh, let's do a bit of this, bit of this, bit of this. But guess what? If we can rid those distractions and you would get rid of that fog, we can now see the end goal, and we can laser target that, kind of hit that bullseye. So I juice a lot. Maybe I'll create a whole new video on that. If you guys want to see more videos on health and more energy, then let me know. Leave a comment below, say more energy videos, and then I will create some for you as well. But that's one thing I do on a consistent basis as well. Okay, the third thing I do on a consistent basis is gym. Now, why is gym so important? A lot of people go, John, doesn't this take a lot of time? Yeah, I wake up every day between 5 and 6 a.m., right? So you want to wake up early all the time. In fact, a friend of mine who I had the privilege of interviewing, his name is Robin Sharma, he talked about this. He got a great book called the 5 a.m. Club. And he talks about that's the time when champions get up. So I decided to give it a try. So I don't wake up every day at 5 o'clock. Sometimes it's 6, sometimes if it's a late night, it's 6:30, but I try and stay between that range. And the reason for that is I get a lot done. So by the time I finish my walk, it takes me like 2 hours, or if it's a run, it's 1 hour, then I can dedicate another hour in the gym. And the reason why gym's so important for entrepreneurs is because you want to be strong, like not just like physically strong, but mentally strong. When you're able to create that discipline, what starts to happen is you start to focus and be more disciplined in what you do. So if you stick to routine is what creates results. And that's why I'm kind of sharing this with you, because it's really important. Again, and this is what's allowed me to create multi-million pound businesses. You know, I want to focus on all the things, it's the things that are not to do with business that produces the results in business. This is about two things: ideas and execution. That's it. You gotta have the idea, you have a clear mind to do that, and the execution, you have the stamina to follow through on that. So every single day, I've got a gym downstairs, and if I don't have a gym, if I'm like, flying around, I'll do some press ups. But you wanna do some kind of like, muscle building technique, whether it's squats or just pull ups, or maybe you wanna do some light weights, whatever it is. But try and get a weight session. It doesn't have to be an hour long, it could be just like 20 minutes, but just get something in, because remember, our muscles grow when we put demand on it. When we demand that, when we do that last rep, it's like when we're in business as an entrepreneur, it's like, oh, I'm pushing, I don't want to do it. My last rep, okay, I'll do it, and then you get the result. So make sure you go to the gym and make sure you get yourself healthy. Okay, the fourth thing I do on a consistent basis is stretching. Now, you may think, John, what has stretching got to do with entrepreneurship? Well, stretching, so again, Skip taught me to do this. He said every single day you need to be stretching your body out, because think about it, every day we sit by our computers like this, right? So we get a lot of tension here. And if you have bad back pains, what happens is when you've got pain, when you've got that little nitty-grittiness in your body that's causing pain, then what happens is it throws off your focus and attention. So I'll give an example. It's kind of like when you're walking, you've got a little pebble, like a little stone in your shoe, and you don't want to take your shoe off. And it doesn't hurt, but the more you keep walking, the more it hurts. So when we're doing entrepreneurship, it's really important to stay laser focused like an athlete does, right? We're laser focused. Anything that distracts us, any pain, anything that causes discomfort, it's gonna start changing your focus, and then you're gonna start doing other things. Then you're gonna start getting distracted and get pulled into that void. How many times have you done this before? You say you're gonna do something comes up, you don't do it, and then it turns into a routine where you're never doing it, right? So stretch out, do some yoga. I have a band, like this blue band. I've actually got it somewhere in this room. I've got a one of those like little, it's like a little roller, but it's got these things on it, and I just kind of roll it, and then it rolls into the back. So you want to stretch out your muscles, so like neck stretches, back stretches. So doing all the yoga, reaching your leg, all that kind of stuff. Because what happens is when that stretches out your body becomes loose, and your body then has clarity. So then you're more inclined, because it's all about motivation of whether you'll take action or not, right? And if you don't have it, if you feel good, when you've done all of this stuff, you can start getting endorphins, you feel good, because how you feel determines what you'll do. What you do determines what results you'll get in life. What results you get in life determines your destiny. So this is why stretching is really important. Okay, the last one, I do this every single day without fail. I must say this is probably the number one thing is what has allowed me to create multi-million pound businesses. But before I tell you that, again, if you love this content, you want to learn to become an entrepreneur and earn more money as an entrepreneur, then hit the subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you don't miss out on all the new content. And do me a favor, hit the like button right now, because when you do that, it tells YouTube to show you more of my videos so you don't miss out on all the new content. All right, the last thing I do this every single day without fail, is I educate myself every single day, specifically on business, health, and personal development. These are the three things that I focus on, all right? So again, in my walks, if I'm not doing my voice messages, I'll maybe dedicate maybe half an hour of that to listen to a audiobook or a podcast. But either if it's a book or a podcast, or maybe it's like a voice message that people have left me, maybe I'm doing phone calls as well, and maybe it's a video on YouTube that I'm gonna watch, or a course that I've purchased, or maybe it's an event I've attended, I'm listening back to my notes. You wanna educate yourself every day. Why? Because when you learn something new, you get a dopamine hit, and that says to your brain, oh wow, I'm learning something new. And then it encourages you to follow through and take action. That's the secret. How many of you wanted to lose weight before? And you go to the gym, you lose weight, you gain weight, you lose weight, you gain weight. But you know what? The thing that carries on to help you lose weight is when your friends see you, go, oh my God, John, you lost some weight. You've been going to the gym. You say, well, actually, I have. All right, and it gives you that little dopamine hit, so you want to carry on to going to the gym and start getting better and better and better and better and better. So when you're able to do this on a consistent basis, you can see your life dramatically change. And these routines, I promise you, it's like sacred. If I don't do it every day, like it feels bad. Like if I don't go for a walk, if I don't do any workout, if I don't educate myself and not putting good things into my brain, you're literally setting up your, and this is why you want to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, because you literally set your day up. You set yourself up for success, not setting yourself up for failure. What do most people do? Go out on a night out, come back drunk. In the morning they have a headache. They wake up and they don't feel like doing work, and then they sit there, watch TV, start eating junk food again, and it's a downward spiral. So when you stick to routine is what is a science of success, is what creates results. And the morning routine is so important. This is why I wanted to create this video for you, because I've modeled this to a lot of like billionaires, multi-millionaires. I thought, let's give it a try. And of course, I've created multi-million pound businesses. I listed a company on the stock exchange, and it really does work. So give it a try. So my question for you is this: which of these will you try? Leave a comment below and tell me why you want to try that, and what specific strategy that you're going to be using. If you have any questions as well, leave a comment below and I'll personally come and answer that question. Other than that, make sure you hit the like button right now so YouTube can show you more of my videos. Hit the subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you get notified when I upload my new content. I'll also link some videos here and here to help you get started in entrepreneurship as well. I'll put a subscribe button up here as well. So make sure that you're going through this, and I really look forward to seeing you in the next video. It's John Lee, the author of Business Hack. See you in the next video. Bye for now.